You sure you want to do this?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Go
Okay.
big or go home.
All right, let's do this. Hey, welcome everybody. We got some really, really big news. We've actually been reading the comments here right before we went live. And some of you have some interesting guesses, but it's something that we wanted to share with you. We didn't want to do this by ourselves. Hold on one second.
There.
Okay, you got it? Okay. So in tonight's live video, Mercedes and I are going to give you...
We're going to bear it all.
We're going to bear it all, right? Whatever.
No, our souls.
No.
Not like that.
We're going to share a lot of things with you guys. We just passed 2 years and we got something really special happen to us with YouTube. And we've got another huge surprise for you guys. But we decided that at this point, we were going to lay it all out there and let you know who we really are. So we're going to let you know the hot messes and what's really going on behind the scenes and what it's been like for us over the past 2 years running this YouTube channel and becoming a big part of the RV Odd Squad, you guys. And so in tonight's video, we're going to share with you 11 things that you did not know about us. I guarantee it.
Yep.
And some of them are going to shock you. We do understand some of you may not want to
follow us anymore.
They may not want to follow us anymore, but we figured, you know what? If we're going to go, let's go all the way. We've kind of made a big, I don't know, brought a baseball bat to the RV space. And there's a lot of powers that be in the RV space that do not like us, because we tell the truth and we won't get paid to lie. And we've given up tens of thousands of dollars because we don't do sponsorships and we just love our community, and our job is to serve you. And I think that after tonight's video, you're going to have a good understanding where our hearts of service come from and why we do what we do. So you want to get it started?
Yeah. Because I mean, there's a lot that we want to share, and we just made it into 10 things because we thought that would be the best way to.
I thought it was 11. No.
Well, yeah, that's true. It is 11. Okay.
You nervous?
I was so nervous. I can't believe we're doing this. Okay, so the fact that this whole thing has happened, the surprise, and not just that, but this whole channel and where we're at, it's so beyond us, and it's like literally proof that there is a God, because this has happened really despite us and despite because behind the scenes we're such a mess.
Well, yeah, Mercedes and I met 13 years ago. I was 42 and she was 22. We met in a church basement.
Yeah, because we weren't allowed on the top level of the church.
They wouldn't let us up in the high level of the church.
We were relegated to the basement.
And we're both in recovery. We don't drink or do drugs.
Yeah.
And so it's been an amazing process. And we never, ever in a million years would have ended up thinking we'd be where we are today with you guys. We both got sober, and we started a small company together, and we really focused on serving people and running things with integrity. And the business exploded. That's what happens, right? Not a lot of corporations do those kinds of things. And so we sold that company, moved to Florida, and it got to a breaking point. You guys, most of you know this, that we were about to go through a divorce when I approached Mercedes after our house had sold and said, let's give it one more shot for our family, for Sage. And let's buy an RV in full time. And oh, by the way, let's start a YouTube channel and see what happens.
But I think the recovery piece is a big thing that we've been holding on to that we can't hold on to anymore. Right. Just laying it all on the line, because I mean, this community is incredible, but for us to really get to that next piece. Yeah,
you guys got to know the whole truth about us. Yeah. And like I was saying, there's a lot of people in the space that don't like us, and they're looking for any chance to crucify us or have something on us, because again, we don't play ball with these guys. We don't do the sponsorships. We don't take money. And so we love the community and we serve the community. We're working on some really big stuff behind the scenes for months now, actually about 6 months now, that we're really trying to help this whole community, all of us, enjoy the RV lifestyle better and for a lot less money.
Yeah, I'm excited about everything that's to come. This is so much bigger than us, and it's just beyond us. The fact that this has happened is
yeah, we're truly blessed. We're both miracles.
We're totally miracles. And the behind the scenes of what it's taken to get us to this place. If you guys knew what a hot mess we are and how much we really try, I really try to organize all the ducks in a row. And he is just he walks around like this.
I'm a dreamer. I make messes wherever I go.
I know. And we'll finally have a plan. And I he's so spontaneous, and I like my planned spontaneity. Right. I like to know that we're going to be spontaneous between 2:30 and 4:30, and and whereas he's like, I know we had a plan, but I feel like doing this. And I mean, we're so opposites. Like the fact that you're up at,
and I'm up all night. Mercedes is an early riser. We're completely unorganized. When we started this channel, we had no idea that it was going to take off the way that it did. In the first 14 months, we did not miss one comment. We didn't miss one. And it's something we had promised you guys. We actually started missing comments when we found out Sage was diagnosed with autism. And everything changed right then. We actually considered walking away from doing this.
Yeah. But I think that's a big thing that people don't know, that we almost quit,
Right.
you know?
Yep.
But another thing is that I didn't really think the YouTube channel would work when we started.
Yeah. In the beginning of the YouTube channel, I literally had a drag Mercedes kicking and screaming in everything I did for every single video. She just didn't believe it was going to work. But I thought it might. I thought it just might. And so, but what's interesting about that, when she knew it was going to work after about 6 months when the channel took off, now she controls everything, right?
I try to, but I'm a really good manager. Like I really am a good manager, and it's a skill set that I compliment you because we're total opposites.
Right.
And I think that's a really good thing. Another thing that we realized was that, like, the real reason. Okay, guys, we're just going to come clean. The real reason that John has lost so much weight, because a lot of you guys have talked about it. And the reality is that half the time I cook, the fire alarm goes off in the RV. And so I identify as a good cook. And I'm going to continue to tell myself I am a good cook until that happens one day.
Yeah, we go through a lot of batteries with the fire detector.
Yeah. And so the real reason is because he's starving, he's hungry, and I just don't know how to cook.
No, we don't know what it is. I lost 60 pounds since we started RVing full time. I've literally dropped 60 pounds. I was 210 when we started, and now I'm down. I'm around 150. So I am working on eating more and picking my weight up. I think it's just that we're so busy. We are constantly going 90 miles an hour. When we started the channel, I'd work 70, 80 hours a week into the YouTube channel because I was a carpenter, guys. I didn't know how to do this stuff. I didn't know editing. I didn't know how to do any of this stuff.
Yeah.
And so I was actually really grateful when Mercedes jumped on board and started helping me, because I was about burnt out. I couldn't really do much longer. And now Mercedes does most of the work now. She picks the topic. Mercedes is the one who picks all our thumbnails. Some of you accuse me of picking, whatever thumbnails. Scandalous. This is all Mercedes. Mercedes is the one, and she's a master at doing thumbnails.
Well, I just pick something that's interesting,
right.
Right. And it is kind of funny, though, how I didn't think it would work. And our channel, a lot of our channel is really in a demographic that I'm not a part of. So I have to do research.
Yeah, our demographic, just so you guys know, is about 70% of you are men over the age of 50, and about 30% are women. About 50 and 75. Mm-hmm. That's our demographic. So you're a little bit older than me, and it's actually what's one of the reasons I think you guys like the channel so much is Mercedes. I don't take much credit for the channel other than it was my idea to get it started, but Mercedes is definitely the star of the show. Now we get noticed at just about every RV park we go to now, and it's always, oh my God, hi Mercedes, and what's your name? They never can remember my name, but they always know Mercedes' name.
Yeah, I'm sorry, baby.
I'm
sorry. Another thing about us is we're kind of into weird things, and not that kind of weird things, but I mean, I really like to listen to growth mindset podcasts, and they talk about doing things, and I'll try anything once. So we really believe in wearing the same clothes, not the same exact clothes, but I have 12 of these, right?
She does.
And that way I don't have to make a decision in the morning. And John and all his shirts, we really try to.
I've got 5 of these.
Yeah. So we try to do all this stuff to really, because we feel like we're on a mission. This community is intense.
It's an Einstein theory, right?
Yeah.
He always wore the same stuff every day, so we didn't have to think about it. And believe it or not, 90% of our time today goes into Sage. We're blessed. We're so blessed to have her, but she's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And it takes both of us full time doing this. So our YouTube channel used to take us about 70, 80 hours to do a video. We've got that down to about 8 hours, 10 hours. And what a lot of you guys didn't know is most of our videos are done at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning,
Because we're a hot mess.
just hours before we're going to launch it. So typically I'm up all night getting it finished up.
Yeah.
Mercedes does most of the editing now.
It's funny.
Yeah.
How I didn't believe in it, and now I'm like, let me move over.
Get out of the way.
I got
This
it.
is my show. She
Yeah.
runs the show now.
Exactly. Well, I don't know. All right. You're hungry. I just fed you,
We just
kiddo.
fed you. You just ate last week.
No. do you want me to feed her, or do you want to?
No, it's
Okay.
good. Yeah, I'll go get it. You want to
Okay.
keep going?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, keep going.
Okay. Can you wait a minute?
Yeah,
Okay.
she did just eat, everyone.
She just ate.
She just likes to have multiple dinners.
And she likes doing this right when we start
yeah.
going live.
But she did just eat a nice home cooked meal. I can make really good tacos, and so I made tacos for dinner.
Yeah, it's one of the best things. She's
It's a
awesome
Latino
at it.
thing.
Yep,
I don't
Mercedes.
even use taco seasoning.
But watch out for Mercedes burritos.
Oh my gosh, I know.
That's an
And
inside
then,
joke, guys.
and then I have this thing, like the other day I made the worst chicken imaginable. Like I don't know how chicken could get any worse than like the way I made it the other day.
Yeah.
We don't even want to give it to Skippy because we feel bad giving it to Skippy.
And hey, guys, just so you know, most of my time is spent actually with Sage.
yeah.
I do things with Sage that I didn't do with my older 3 children. I wipe her bum. I give her baths. I do everything. I brush her teeth 3, 4 times a day. I read her books. These are all things that I do with Sage that I never really did with another, with my older 3 children, which are actually on our way to Colorado right now to see my older 3 kids.
Yeah. I'm excited to see them.
Thank you, Al.
Yeah, thank
that's
you.
too much, but thank
Wow.
you so
Thank you,
much.
thank you,
Really
thank you.
appreciate that.
And yeah, it just cements why we're doing this.
Yeah.
Thank you. Another thing along the lines of like being the hot mess and stuff like that. Like, for example, we can't even agree on the same time zone in this house. So my computer said that the live stream started 2 minutes before his did.
Yeah.
And half the time when we switch a time zone, my phone won't sync with the same time zone as he does.
Right. So we're always off.
We don't even agree on the same time zone.
We've actually RV'd with some friends, Jason and Amy, for I think they put up with us for about 3 months. We caravanned with them. And one of the biggest problems they had with us is we were never on time.
Yeah. Yeah. And because we couldn't agree on the time zone.
Yeah.
You've already shared about the videos being the last thing. I think the best and the worst part. And should we talk about the worst part first?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You choose. You do what you want.
I think the worst part, and this will all come to light when we share like the surprise at the end. Like,
Yeah, remember, there's a huge surprise
there's
coming,
something kind
guys.
of big happening.
Yeah.
So this will make more sense. I think the hardest part is the haters.
Yeah.
And the best way that I've found to deal with them is to have some compassion for what it must be like, because we have people that listen to us more intently than people that actually like us.
It's crazy. We have hundreds of people that follow us every single week, everything we do, to give us a thumbs down or leave a nasty, filthy comment. And it's something that we had a really hard time adjusting to that. Now, when we get 99% love from the RV Odd Squad, and typically now the RV Odd Squad takes care of those people, or they just ignore them like we do. But we typically will not delete a comment. We just won't respond to it. And again, in the first 14 months, we never missed one comment except it was filthy or, nasty or inappropriate. We ignored those comments. But I think that is one of the reasons we built such a solid community with the RV Odd Squad. You guys taught us how to RV in our first year. And we give the credit to you guys because we love reading the comments. It was my favorite thing to do. We had one point where we would literally spend 40 to 45 hours a week just responding to comments. But we got to know all of you, who you guys are, what you're interested in.
It was necessary to create. This
The
is
community.
not just a channel. This is a community.
Yeah, and
This
there's a
is
lot
bigger.
of other YouTube guys in the space that do this that don't come close to the community that we built. And we just think it's because we come from a place of service. Mercedes and I, we stay sober one day at a time. By serving other people. And we really, truly believe that God takes care of us. Now, are we perfect? No, I am certainly not a saint. I made a big mistake last week that, I threw a juvenile temper tantrum at the end of the video, at the end of our live stream while we were doing the class, that free class helping other people. So we're human and I make big mistakes. Unfortunately, one of the things that's been a big help for me, it's actually had a lot of personal development, is by watching us. When we do a video, we start the camera rolling, we let it run. Sometimes it's an hour, sometimes it's an hour and a half. But when I go back and I edit and I see my behavior sometimes towards my wife, and I think you've seen this in yourself too, right? Well, no, okay, all right.
My behavior is always good.
No. We've watched videos when we've recorded. We go back, we look at them.
Like,
yeah, and it's like I'll say, "Honey, I'm sorry." But it's one thing Mercedes telling me when I mess up, but when you look at video of yourself being a jerk or being inappropriate, it's helped me with a ton of personal development.
That's true. This is all a lot of personal development.
Yeah.
Because the amount of energy it takes to like do this stuff, you have to keep working on yourself to do that. Yeah. And Sage isn't hungry. She wants a unicorn cupcake.
You want a unicorn cupcake?
She wants a unicorn cupcake. You know, obviously priorities here, people. The unicorn cupcake. Oh, it's in the microwave. The priorities here are the unicorn cupcake. And if your kid wants a unicorn cupcake, life will just be better if we give her one.
All right, come over here.
So it looks like a lot of people can relate to some of our struggles.
No.
No, she wants to go downstairs. Okay. That's fine.
All right.
That's fine, honey. So, all right. But now on to the best part. You ready for the best part?
Oh, the best part of
the best part?
The best part of the YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the best part of the YouTube channel. Go ahead.
It's you.
It's you guys.
Yeah. It
really is you guys. We can't tell you what it meant to us when we started meeting the RV Odd Squad members for the very first time. And those of you who were there, Parrot Head, Mary, you were there. We see you guys. We still keep in touch with the people on holidays. We'll text each other, But you guys have helped us get through really, really, really tough times with a lot of love, support, and prayers. And we love you all. We appreciate the prayers. And we really, really... We do things behind the scenes for the community that you guys don't know. We've turned down just tens of thousands of dollars, guys, for sponsorship deals, but they want us to lie, or we have to say what they want us to say. And every single morning and every day before we do a video, Mercedes and I both pray that we do what we can to serve as many people as we possibly can. That's why we do the free classes for the newbie classes. That's why we do just about everything that we do. That's, with the products we represent, we usually are negotiating for the best deal for you guys, not for us. So our YouTube channel, although some things were, there's a lot of money in this, we get by. Last year we had this channel pay for our RVing. That's pretty much what it did. We could have made a lot more. We didn't want to, but
could you imagine? This channel is brought to you
by. Yeah.
That would, no, thank you.
It wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So.
No, so you finish.
So.
Oh, all right. So the big surprise. You want to stand up, show them the bump?
No.
So believe it or not, this is the big surprise. And we have not opened this yet.
We won't open it unless it's with you guys, because this means more to me than my college degree. And I spent, it took me 5 years. It was a 4-year degree. But the point is, I spent a lot of time on the degree, and this means more because this is not about one person. This is about all of us.
Yeah.
And that's why we didn't even want to open it without you guys.
Yeah.
Because this is a huge deal.
Yeah, it came in about 4 or 5 days ago. And both of us look at each other for every day since we've gotten it. And we said, let's open it. And we both say, no, we can't do this without the RV Odd Squad. We believe the reason this isn't a gift to just us.
Yeah.
This is a gift to all of us, because we would not have the platform if you guys didn't put us here.
This is a community.
We promise to always tell you the truth and never lie to you, and to be as real as we are. And you've seen us some really ugly and embarrassing moments, but we'll always give you the best we can, and we'll always try to help everybody that we can help. And so I'm going to open this. We have not seen this yet. This is, I believe it's for hitting 100,000 subscribers.
And I know we're a little late to the game, but that's just
we got it. That's just how YouTube works. We're just getting this now. And so I'm going to cut this open and let you guys see what it looks like.
Yeah.
And Mercedes and I can see it for the first time as well.
Big thank you to Lisa and Mac. And, it's just, thank you guys so much. I am very, very humbled. This is, look at John with tools. Oh, I should be the one to open it. That would really drive you nuts. No.
Oh, no, not you with a knife? I don't think so. I don't think so.
The worst thing I can do to John is grab his tools. It's
All right.
torture.
Hold on. Let me get this knife down.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see this. All right. Do you want to read that thing?
No, it's too long. Who reads anymore?
Yeah. If you got, we don't want to read it to you, but
Oh.
this is called a silver play button.
This package was made. Thank you, Rick, for packing it.
Yeah.
And look, the CEO of YouTube. I'm sure this is her signature, like with pen. Ooh, fancy paper, guys. Listen, it's fancy paper.
Yeah. And one of the reasons we've actually considered walking away from all social media is because of all just the stuff that's been going on. But
Yeah.
YouTube's been good to us.
Mm-hmm.
And we never would have got this without you. When this came in, Mercedes actually teared up. She
Yeah.
started to cry.
This was a moment. Look, it actually says RV Odd Couple.
Can you see it?
Yeah, this is real.
But we wish it said RV Odd Squad, right? Don't you wish
Yeah,
it said RV Odd Squad?
Because that's the name.
You're
of
like,
the
yeah,
community.
no, I want it.
Come on, let's open this. Oh, look, there's more stuff. Oh, wow. Okay, no, that's not exciting. Let's get this out.
Oh, if we want a second, it's $190.
Oh, yeah. Look at this, guys. Look at this. This is you guys right here. This is all you guys. And I think it's pretty fitting that we get this now that we're like at
You want to come sit
130,000
on my lap? Yeah.
subscribers, because we can't do anything on time to save our lives. So we wouldn't have this any other way, people. Hey, honey, you want more?
I'll get you one
Okay,
more.
just wait
Okay.
one second, honey. She wants another
Okay,
hand
I'll get
cupcake. Oh, wow. So this play button is actually like an indentation inside. Guys, this community is insane. If you had told us back when we published our first video in December of 2018 that we would have been able to become a community, I never would have imagined that. And all the comments and all the times that we've communicated via email or comments or social media, that is really what has made this more of a community. Like, this isn't a channel. This isn't about us. This is
Mhm.
you know,
And
so much
upwards
bigger.
upwards of 300 of us RV Odd Squad members have now got their RV insurance through Marty and Charlotte Insurance. We put Marty through hell for 6 months before we let him near you guys. We wanted to find the best people that had integrity, that was really going to find out the insurance that was best for everybody. Marty's done a fantastic job at that. So we've got over 300 there. Mercedes and I are working on healthcare options. We're looking on share options. We're working on all kinds of stuff so that we can bring us all together as a community. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but a lot of the big players in the RV space are rolling up the RV industry. They're buying all the apps. They're buying all the social media. And unfortunately, you think it's free, but you are the product. And it's a bad thing. Our hope for the RV Odd Squad is to build a community much like Escapees. And we're a member of Escapees. We paid our whatever it is, $99 a year or whatever you pay.
It went up to 49.
Right, whatever it is. We paid that every single year we've got in here. But we think with everything that happened in the past year, we don't think that RVers have had a voice in Washington or anywhere else. And if you guys know one thing, when you buy using one of our links and you have a problem with it, Mercedes and I are on it. We are all over those people to make sure that they take care of our people. So that's the stuff we're working on behind the scenes. We're super, super excited to roll that stuff out to you guys over the next few weeks. Make the RV Odd Squad a real card-carrying membership where we're all going to benefit from this success.
Yeah.
All of us, every single one of us, not just a few guys at the top that make all the money, but as RVers, we'll have more fun RVing, we'll get better discounts RVing, and we can actually have a voice as a group together to just have more fun when we do it.
Well, that's the thing, because we kind of act as customer service, right?
We are.
And it kind of got us thinking, like, so if we go to a store and have a horrible experience, fortunately or unfortunately, we have a platform that we can share it and we can warn people, hey, this is what happened. Well, if you don't have that, what does that mean? And so that's where we're like, we need to leverage this platform for our
Good
people.
for everybody.
Yeah, so that it's not just don't mess with us, it's like don't mess with us.
Right.
And that's the piece. I do think there's a couple things I want to say real quick. Hold this. What do you think about the construction? Do you think it's well built?
Yeah, I mean it's cool.
It's
cool.
It
It's
is
totally cool. So that's a surprise. Mercedes is not pregnant. Actually, that would be quite impossible,
That
guys.
would be like,
Just hint.
No. I mean that no,
But
because in Florida, like, well, no, I don't
we
know.
we have had discussions about adoption, very early stages of it, to maybe get a brother or a sister for Seiji, but we have to do some things a little different to make that happen. And again, we're just in the very early stages of that.
And John's done his part to populate the world. Like, he has 4 kids.
And they're all beautiful kids, by the way. They're all great kids.
Yes.
Good human beings, helpful people that are kind, considerate, have manners, and help other people.
They're totally amazing.
They're good kids.
But you've done your part. You
Yeah.
know, you've populated the world enough. We have enough little Johns running around. No,
Well, in a Mackenzie.
yeah, no, I,
You know?
I was, yeah,
Yeah.
I was
In a
speaking
Seiji.
general. So we did get a question. I want to thank you guys all for the super chats. They're not, you know, we don't like to do live streams that like we won't talk to your question unless you give us a super chat. But if you do and you have a question, I definitely want to make sure I don't miss it.
Yeah, so if you
And
guys
there
have
was-
any questions, and if this is your opportunity to really ask us,
Everything is
everything's
fair
on the
game.
table,
Yeah.
fair game. Make your questions in caps. Doesn't necessarily guarantee we'll answer it.
But we'll try our best.
Yeah, we'll try our best, especially those of you who gave us a super chat or super stickers. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for helping us out.
Yep.
It is really helpful. It helps us with our mission of growing the community, the
Yeah.
RV Odd Squad. So if you want to post those there,
Yep.
we can answer those questions if you want to.
Now, Ivan had a question, and this was actually more tied to a YouTube channel. He said, "Hey guys, I want to start capturing our travels. What do you recommend? We have a GoPro camera and iPhone." Okay, this is what I wish someone had told me. Right? Keep it simple, stupid. And I mean that against
Don't
me.
spend a fortune.
If use what you have, because every new piece of machinery is something you have to learn.
Yeah.
And today's cameras are fantastic. You know, phones, I mean, have fantastic cameras. So you don't need to buy extra equipment. Each additional piece of equipment that you buy is something else you have to learn. There's a learning curve. You're learning enough if you're going to create video and that's not your forte. So use what you have.
Every single one of us has a God-given gift and a message only
Yes.
only we can deliver. And if you focus on helping other people with whatever it is you pick to do with your life, you will be successful. And you don't need a ton of equipment. You need an iPhone and a solid message and a willingness to help people.
Mm-hmm. We have some really, really good questions coming up.
John, are you okay? Yeah, I am. Look.
Oh my gosh. He was so, it got infected.
So first off, it took them 11 days to call us and tell us that
they got it all
they
out.
got it all out. There's no form of cancer on the edges, whatever they call that thing. They said
The basal cell?
whatever it was. It
Okay.
came back clean and clear, and they got it all. But it did get infected, and it was a little bit of a ride because Mercedes was trying to get me to go to the hospital, and I would not go.
It was really disgusting. And every day he would say, "It looks better, right?"
It does look better.
No, it doesn't. It's like when you're just lying to yourself because if you say it enough times, it'll like become true. And then we even got to the point where we met some RV Odd Squad members and they took, the temperature gun. So we put a temperature gun to it and the temperature was a lot warmer. And he still was like, no, I'll be
It
all
healed.
right."
It's going good. It is cancer, but it's not the kind that they feared it was, which
Yeah.
is the one that spreads quickly all over your body.
Now he just has to be very, very.
Got to be careful in the sun. Get some long sleeve shirts. Wear a bunch of,
Yep.
If I knew I was going to live this long, I would have taken so much better care of myself when I was younger. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that.
All the wives are saying, "Oh my God, my husband does the same thing."
Yeah.
So just so you know, but yeah, this is fantastic news. Another question was what?
God is good.
Yep.
We love you, Mary. Can't wait to see Mary again.
Yeah. A lot of people are we East Coast bound? Not yet. We're actually headed West Coast.
Yeah, we're heading towards Colorado right now. So we're in New Orleans having a blast down here. The next time we'll be back in New Orleans is for the mega rally
Mhm.
in October. We actually got a bus and a half full of people right now.
And the villas are like
The
almost
villas
out.
are amazing. We're renting a boat that week. What's really cool about this one is those of you who came to the Palooza, we had an absolute blast during a tropical storm, right? We all had a blast. This one, somebody else is handling all the details. And some of you may think it's a lot of money, right? But this thing is completely inclusive. We're gonna be
The
getting
food.
fed the food, breakfast, lunch, dinner. We're going to really nice restaurants. We're going into a swamp tour on boats. We're going on a river boat and having lunch on this boat as it moves down the river. It's just loaded. Tour buses bringing us everywhere we're gonna go. We're gonna go look at different plantations. the piece we're most excited about is we don't have to work at this one. Mercedes and I at the Palooza had to do everything to serve you guys that had come.
We can
and we had a blast.
Yep.
And that we can actually participate and really play with you guys for a whole week and not work.
And I don't have to cook. Yay! You guys don't have to eat my cooking. You should be so excited about that. Emmett asks, what first made you decide to do RVing? Well, John actually
when I was a Boy Scout, I mean, I've been camping since I was a kid. Cub Scout, Boy Scout, I've always loved camping. And I took my older children camping when they were little, but Mercedes had never camped a night in her life. And we sold our company and moved to Florida. She slept in a car once.
Well, probably more than once, but that was like my.
Yeah. But anyways, I just, being that we had sold our company, we went to Florida. Our marriage was falling apart, and Florida wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. We had a beautiful house in the bay with a boat in the backyard and a boat lift, dolphins in the backyard. Everything looked great on the outside, but on the inside, Mercedes and I were falling apart. She lived upstairs, I lived downstairs. And so I just thought that maybe at this point in my life, we had the money to maybe go and try RVing. There was a whole bunch of the country that I'd wanted to see. And this is the greatest thing. It's the greatest decision I ever made, with the exception of, marrying Mercedes and having my 3 children. Is I love the RV lifestyle, and so does Mercedes. It's an adventure, and we every couple of weeks we go to a new place, and I would suggest it to everybody, but make sure you have enough money to do it.
Yeah. I definitely never would have imagined living in an RV, but I'm used to certain creature comfort. So this was a good way to kind of be mobile and try something really adventurous. I was scared to death of RVing, and that's kind of what made me know I had to do it, because this was so not traditional. This is not what you're supposed to do, especially for where I was like a new mom. You're supposed to, seek stability and no change, and like brick houses, not mobile.
And we've had the conversation. I've asked Mercedes, if anything happens to me, would you continue with the lifestyle? And she's absolutely sure of it. Her and Sage would get a Class C, and she's comfortable driving that. But Mercedes, I think, loves the lifestyle just as much as I do now. The adventure, the freedom. I
couldn't imagine staying at one place for too long.
Yeah.
I mean, it stinks leaving. When you are at a great place and you're leaving it, it totally stinks. And it doesn't matter, even if you're going to something exciting, there's a part that stinks to be saying all the goodbyes, but the hellos do make up for it. And the things that you never would have experienced if you were permanent in one spot.
With that said, when we experienced taking Sage to those therapy appointments at Johns Hopkins Hospital for 4 days a week, we were in the same place for almost a year, guys. That was tough. And we would never choose to live in an RV in one location forever. We'd never do that. So now that we're moving again, traveling every week, 2-3 weeks, we're starting to fall back in love with RVing again. And, moving days always, it's always a little bit of stress just picking up and moving to the next location. But it's actually our new favorite part of it, because we know there's an adventure, a new place we haven't seen yet. And America is absolutely amazing. And America's people are absolutely amazing. This country is awesome. It's a loving, giving, wonderful country. And with the exception of a handful of people,
Funny question. Any plans to visit the Midwest?
Yeah.
I refer to it as the Mideast because I think it's still east of the Mississippi, but I digress. We definitely want to visit the Midwest. We want to take it a little bit slower. When we first shot out, it was like all these states as quickly as possible. And now we're noticing that when you can spend a little bit more time in one place, it definitely, it's more fun, it's a lot more fun.
You start to get to know the people. The best part about RVing is the people that you meet along the way.
Yep. That is definitely the best part.
Yeah. Good people.
I'm trying my best to get questions. Don't feel bad for repeating the same question multiple times, and just do it in caps so that it pops in my eyeballs.
Sometimes these things come fast, you guys.
Is your marriage falling apart? What did John say to make you agree to try it? Okay, this was, if you watch your divorce video, which talks about our journey before we started RVing, we talk about being on the brink of divorce. and how basically RVing saved our marriage. But we do not recommend that if you're like considering divorce. We're not saying the solution is to get in a tiny RV and like go at it.
It worked
There
for
was-
us.
But there was also you know, there was some working towards the relationship that happened that it all kind of went in sync. Part of the divorce was selling the house and selling all the assets and selling all the stuff. So we're already liquidated in light.
Yeah.
So it lent itself to that. We're not saying that if you're having marriage troubles, to sell it all.
Don't do it.
This is not the advice we're giving.
Okay.
But
Oh, go ahead.
I think that that's one of the things that a lot of people don't kind of, just the realness of like, we all have those hard times, you know.
Mm.
Your turn.
Any plans of coming to California? Hi, Janice Rickner. We loved California.
Mhm.
Absolutely loved it. It's probably the most diverse state we've ever been to as far as the topography. You could literally drive a half hour, 45 minutes in California and feel like you're in a whole nother country. We do hope to get back there right now, but with everything that's gone on with the lockdown and everything else, we just want to stay away from that part of the country right now.
Could you imagine getting stuck in California?
Yeah, we don't want to get stuck there. That's just, it's a beautiful place, but a strange place in a lot of ways.
Yeah. And then another great question from Shelly is Alaska. Yes, it's on our list, but I don't think we're allowed in Canada yet. So I think we got to figure out how to get there.
Angie Mack. Oh my God, the lockdown was a marriage test. You ain't kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Did you
For a
see
lot
our
of people-
pandemic video?
Oh, I wanted to strangle you.
I am not
so
easy to live with. And you guys, you the reason we call ourselves the RVR couple, we're truly completely opposites. When Mercedes and I met each other 13 years ago, all of our friends that knew us in recovery were like, you guys are never going to make it. It's Slim and none. And Slim just left the building, right? That old saying.
Yeah.
And we made it. We fell in love. And we, believe it or not, I consider myself to be the luckiest man on the face of the planet. And I don't know why God has gifted me with so many blessings. You know, I do question Mercedes. She's a pretty smart girl. I do think that her selection in men is a little bit suspect, but she picked me, and I'm glad she did.
You're too funny. One of these days, I'm going to agree with him. I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. No, I don't know. I think a lot of you guys can relate to the ups and downs. Just any long-term relationship is.
Congratulations,
It's hard.
Tom. 7 months to retirement. Cool.
That's super exciting.
Yeah.
I want to do a video on retirement and RVing, because all the people that we've talked to that have RV'd and retired, they all share about going through some of the same things, but we haven't retired. So I don't know how to talk about that, but
Yeah.
I kind of want to do a video on the topic.
Yeah. Well, we thought we were just going to be traveling the country and just retired, right? We had a little bit of money in the bank, so that we were smart about doing this lifestyle, choosing this lifestyle. But the YouTube channel flipped it on its head. And now we almost, it's kind of, what's the best way to explain us serving the RV Odd Squad now? It's like
a mission.
It's like a mission now. Now it's a mission we feel so blessed that you guys have given us this platform that we want to deliver as much value as we can to all of you. We want to make RVing better. We want to teach people that don't know, you know, and to not make the mistakes that Mercedes and I made. And there's so many pitfalls about buying an RV and jumping in the lifestyle and jumping too fast in the lifestyle. We try to keep it as real as possible. You know, it's our new inspiration in life is to do this. We really do feel like it's a mission to put something together to help as many RVers as we possibly can.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. So
Yeah.
a lot of comments on the boiled crawfish. We need to work on that. And Emmett asks, any advice for an idiot beginner? Yes. Watch our videos in chronological order and do the opposite of what we've done. And you will find that you are an excellent RVer.
Yeah. If you really want to learn about RVing and the best tips you could possibly get, watch our videos. But more importantly, go to the comment section below, and the RV Odd Squad is going to answer all the things that we miss, the holes that we missed in our videos. The RV Odd Squad, they're just loving, giving, good people that want to help. And that's the only requirement to be a member of the RV Odd Squad is you're kind, considerate, have manners, and always willing to help another RVer. That's it. That's what you have to do to be a member of the RV Odd Squad.
So we're getting a lot of really good tips.
Oh, hey guys, do us a favor. Can you give this video a thumbs up?
It helps.
Yeah, it helps the YouTube algorithm to get it out there, and the more it gets out there, the more the advertising has a shot. And kind of that's the only little bit of money we make on these videos. is with the advertising and of course the super chat stuff. So if you just give it a thumbs up and help the YouTube algorithm put it out there, it'd be great.
Yeah. Really good question. What if you get to a campground and it's not what you expect, what do you do? Well, that depends. How long are you planning on staying there? If it's a couple days, you deal with it.
Yeah, but I'll tell you something. We've driven into campgrounds, and you'd think when you drove through, man, this place looks shabby. This looks a little, sketch. And the people in there are amazing. So one of the things that I noticed for me is yeah, there's some gorgeous resorts and campgrounds out there. But usually where my attitude is when I pull into the campground is the experience that I'm going to have.
Isn't that the truth?
It's so
if
true.
I'm in a bad place, then I could be in the most beautiful place and I'll find something wrong.
You're going to
with
find
it.
something wrong with
If
it.
I'm in a good place in my brain, then I'll go into a shabby place and I'll be like, oh, I love how rustic it is.
Yeah. So if you go into any place with a grateful heart, you're going to count your blessings and not the curses, right?
Yep.
And so when you start getting in a bad place, just start counting your blessings. It can always be worse than somebody else.
Oh yeah. And that's the other thing too, is that perspective. I think it's so easy to have ADK man. I know so many names. Cheryl Johnson. Love you, Cheryl. Cheryl's comments in just about every video we do. Cecilia V. This drives Mercedes crazy when I roll through reading off names, but I'm going to do it real quick. Pierre Peterson, Snowflakes 2029. Let's see. Jin. Cool name. Cecilia V. Karen Lewis. It does drive me a little crazy.
Drives her crazy. John Bond, John Deal, Angie Mack, Shelly Barnes.
Thank you, David, by the way. We really appreciate that.
And then I also saw Persimer in here.
Yeah.
Persimer Rock sent us I really made a big mistake last week. And some of you sent loving emails.
Some of you not so loving.
Letting me off the hook. Some of you not so loving. But one of the things that I thought was really funny about, I mean, I'm human. I make mistakes. I was embarrassed about it. It's not the person God wants me to be. I know that for sure. But I was able to look at the video and realize, wow, I don't want to be like that. But some of you sent support. And then what was really interesting about it, the ones that sent the most hateful stuff were supposedly my brother and sister fellow Christians that just ripped me up and judged the hell out of me for showing a moment of weakness. And having and I'm not making excuses for it. It was a juvenile tantrum, because Mercedes wanted to end the feed before I did. But what you see is what you get, guys. And
well, it's a learning.
It's between me and God and me and Mercedes. And I've already worked it out with her. And every day I'm trying to be better than I was yesterday.
I washed his mouth out with soap, and then I got to stand on a moral superior high ground, which is always really important in a successful marriage. No, I'm being very sarcastic with that. No, I think we're all real and we all make mistakes. And, YouTube is it's so crafted, right? When you see a video and it's edited and it's got background music and slow-mo, and that's not real life. Like real life does not have cool background music as you walk to a hike with this slow-mo of and I think sometimes it's really important to see the real stuff. It was not the ideal.
No,
but maybe it is the ideal. Maybe everything.
I believe it was. It was everything is exactly how it should be. God wanted me to learn yet another lesson. I literally laid in bed most of that day. But I asked for forgiveness and I begged for forgiveness from Mercedes, and it's one of those things.
And I was like, no I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
But we worked it out, and I haven't cussed all week. I haven't cussed since.
Yeah, he's definitely. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason, and then you see it, and then you're like, oh, okay, now I want to do this differently. So there you go.
Lisa Haas, hey Lisa.
We have a lot of our people.
Mary Jean Christensen, hey hon.
Yeah, I think it's Margie, right? Or
Margie. It's Margie. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, I definitely, we're all human. Arthur says we're all human.
Yeah, I'm certainly not a saint, guys. Believe me, if you knew me 13, 14 years ago when I was tipping them, oh boy, what a difference God has made in my life.
Can you imagine what the original was? What the 1.0 was?
I used to be really uptight and high strung, you guys.
I used to be. Now he's like meditating all the time. Oh, that's too funny.
Do y'all watch other YouTubers? We did when we started.
Now there's just not enough time.
We just don't have a lot of time. But there's a few we do like.
I think now I'm starting.
We like Loloho, and we think they're pretty real. They're funny. They make us laugh. But it just you guys don't really think that all these YouTubers it's rainbows and butterflies, do you? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's social media and YouTube is an interesting thing because it lets us paint this picture for everybody to see, right?
Mhm.
But it's not real. That's not real life. I mean, everybody has weak moments. Nothing's ever perfect.
Yeah.
And when Mercedes and I started our YouTube channel, we promised each other and God that we would tell the truth no matter what, even if it was embarrassing. And we've done some really embarrassing videos. When I taught her how to drive, do you know the hate mail that I got?
Well,
for
you're
that?
a horrible teacher.
I'm a horrible teacher. Okay, I'm a horrible. You.
These things are teaching. And no, but
And you're a horrible listener.
no, I'm not a horrible.
She won't let me teach her to cook. I'm an amazing cook, you guys.
Well,
Am I not an amazing cook?
you are a great cook.
I'm a great cook.
I don't like you telling me what to do.
That's the problem. I can't. No, honey, do this. No.
Yeah.
Don't listen to it. Virginia Lem, we just love you too, Virginia, and we can't wait to get out. We would love one day to meet you up in Yosemite, and we know that that's your favorite place.
Yeah. Well, definitely.
And Virginia's one of those people, like a lot of you, who just left us the most kindest messages. There's so many of you in the RV Odd Squad. We really feel like we know.
Mhm.
And there's nothing better than to actually run into you guys when we're in the real world. It's a feeling we just can't explain, and that's why we try every day to serve as much as we possibly can. Oh, and by the way, we are working on caravans. We're working on more
Meetups.
meetups.
Like shorter things.
Yeah.
Longer things.
It gives us energy. These
Yeah.
meetups,
It
these
fuels
meetings,
us.
it really fuels us, and it makes us want to serve even more and do more good things for more people. So we will be doing more around the country. We're working with a guy that's gonna help us with, what do you call them, rallies?
Yeah.
Do weekend rallies. We're gonna try to do weekend rallies. Hey guys, if you know a local campground, but this is gonna be the problem, that if they have enough spots, like 30
Yeah.
or 40 spots,
Yeah.
reach out to us. Or if you have in your part of town, if you have like a fairgrounds where they have hookups, full hookups for RVers, we'll talk about renting those places. So we've actually got a couple of people working on this now. It's really hard to find campgrounds that are big enough, that have openings, for us to meet you guys, because it's our favorite part of doing this.
Mhm.
But if you know a place like a fairground, or we can have so much fun together, so
Yeah.
much fun. Ask anybody that went to the Palooza. I have not laughed that hard at that dinner we went out, right, Mary?
Oh yeah.
We went out for dinner that night. I think there was like 50, there was almost 50 of us in a room.
Mhm.
It was cold, the thing was going on. Don't want to say the word because they'll shut the video down.
No, but it was.
We had a blast.
Yeah, really good stuff. So Jim, get us, find us a 1,000 Trails Park that has like 30 vacancies.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Yeah, and we're looking for land right now, guys. We're looking for land in southern New Mexico, southern Utah, and we're looking for like acreage of land, so that we can not only have a place for ourselves, but actually have 5 or 6 hookups for our friends, because our friends are growing faster than we ever imagined they would.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Jimmy Renault, look at that. Jim Renault's here.
Yep.
Daryl Kraft, Don Ellison, Bunny Lynn. Hey, Bunny. Stephanie
excited.
Wakeham, Bradley Martin have been following you intensely as we prepare to set off. Congratulations. And be sure to make sure that you keep us about how your adventure is going too. It's join us on MeWe. If you guys haven't yet, join us over on MeWe. We don't do any other social media except for MeWe now.
I think that
That's where people share their adventures with us.
I think that we have a solution to all of our marriage problems.
Okay. Funny.
Men do make the best chefs. Mercedes isn't a good cook. John should do all the cooking. I agree. I don't mind cleaning. I don't mind cleaning your mess.
I love cooking, but you just insist sometimes on
I
the
know,
cooking.
because I watch cooking channels. I told you, I think I'm a good cook.
But
I
like
watch-
every now and then she'll nail it, right? And
Yeah.
it's like, oh baby, that is perfect. That's the best. I love it. But then she'll change it because she
Because
calls
it's-
herself a Zen cook, right? She
No,
likes
it's-
Zen cooking.
No,
She doesn't like measuring or writing anything
well,
down.
no, but like with baking, I'm really good at I just bake. Like it's just my jam. I just know how much to add, and I don't have to measure so much. Or if I'm missing an ingredient when I bake, I can get away with it.
But she's the best baker.
Yeah.
She's her baking was one of the ways she won my heart.
Yep. I used to bake
13
cakes
years
all the
ago,
time.
yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
Now
and-
I'm on a diet.
And you guys know, Mercedes and I were very close friends for 2 years.
Yeah.
We didn't even like each other when we first met each other.
You didn't like me. You thought I was
I thought she was a
standoffish.
snob. I really did.
I
but-
was just going through a lot at that time.
Yeah.
All right. Since you went full time, how many times have you felt like quitting, Arthur Leslie? Sorry, I'm getting back to the questions. We're still behind on questions.
Yeah, sorry, Arthur. And thank you, Arthur, for all your support. We really appreciate that. I would say the only time we really considered it was during the thing that happened last year with the whole country and the rest of the world. Can't say those words because then the video doesn't work very good. Is when we found out that Sage had autism. We were shocked. We had no idea. I mean, we thought it was strange that she wasn't talking. We thought that was strange, but we all parents we talked to were like, sometimes it takes them a few years to talk. And when we had gotten back to Florida and had gone on our journey around America in our first year, it was almost the year anniversary of us full-time RVing that we found out Sage had autism. And we knew nothing about it. And we were overwhelmed. We both went back to the RV. We cried. And again, RV Odd Squad members showed up. Parents started reaching out to us with their emails and sharing their experiences with their kids. We're blessed because Sage is very high in the spectrum. High in the spectrum. And she's got the best team in the world. You know, dealing with insurance is kind of a pain when you RV. So it can get expensive to get her the best insurance, to give her, but we'll give her every possible edge that we can. And she's crushing it.
Okay, this is hilarious. John, clean your roof yet?
John Vaughn. I remember that. I remember John leaving that message. I have not cleaned the roof yet.
No, and we probably we'll just drive through rain to clean it because we're crazy.
Well, it's been pouring here in New Orleans.
That doesn't clean it.
Yeah, and we're not in New Orleans. We're outside of New Orleans. We're in what's the name of the place we're near? Roberts
or Hammy.
Yeah, there's 5 RV parks around where we're at. But one of the things that we loved here is we love the Cajun people. We partied with Cajun people all over this weekend, and Sage played with the kids. We went out boating. We played games. Sage did all these projects, and we all went on a trampoline together, which was a lot of fun.
It was really cool. And this park is really geared to kids, so we're just having a blast. But we leave tomorrow, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, we're off tomorrow, and we're heading. Well, I think we got about 4 hours, and then we're stopping for.
We're trying to get to Colorado as quickly as possible.
We're trying to get to Colorado Springs
without doing it in 5 days.
May 19th.
Yep.
I think May 19th is when we're hoping to get to Colorado Springs, and we're staying at a gorgeous state park. Mm-hmm. So if you guys are going to be in that area, shoot us an email. We'd love to meet you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, John, have you had your liver checked? No, but you probably should because
if my liver didn't die years ago, then I'm okay. I'm okay.
How do you handle eye dental appointments when you're traveling? So we have a domicile address. We have our doctors based in one place. Florida. So we visit once a year to take care of all of those things.
Yep.
Which is why it was such a big deal when this came up last minute, the cancer on the arm, because it was okay, we were supposed to leave. We can't leave. We need to make sure this is okay. Otherwise, we have to stay until it is okay. And by the way, all the reservations and plans you had, they've all gone.
We're in deep, guys. Yep. So we had our months booked out, just like everybody should at this point, because there's going to be no spaces left in the campgrounds. And we found out that they diagnosed the cancer 2 days before we were leaving, and we had to find a place to stay real quick in Florida, which was a nightmare, but God took care of us there. We found a place, and then we had to wait for them to schedule the surgery and to take it out. So it threw us off by 3 weeks. Now our schedule is completely messed up.
Yeah.
But so far, God's taken care of us, found us a place to stay as we move our way towards Colorado and try to get back on schedule. So if any of you guys have a place, in the United States, and you got maybe hookups at your house,
and you're not too weird.
You're not too weird. Yeah.
Just a little weird, but not too weird.
Reach out to us.
All right. How do you afford health insurance?
It's
expensive.
It's crazy.
It's one of the things we're working on. A lot of things for RV Odd Squad members because
we're working on some really cool stuff for RV Odd Squad members.
Especially because our viewers have really unique.
Yeah, and think about this, guys. If we can get right now, we got 300 of us together. Think about if we can make that thousands of us. The discounts that we'll get. Some of the power we'll have with some of these companies that if you guys have products, something goes wrong with them, we got the power of all of us. You guys have us. Mm-hmm. So if they screw with you, they screw with us, and we'll trash them.
Exactly.
Like we have done for RV Squad members in the past.
Well,
but we're working on health share. We're working on a lot of stuff. We actually spend more time working on building the RV Odd Squad benefits thing we've been working on than we do on our YouTube channel. Just so you know.
All right, Kendall, how do you deal with booked campgrounds? We're just getting started. We're working on solutions, and as soon as we find solutions, we're going to, because that's the thing, we feel a responsibility to share with you guys anything that could fix a problem that we found. We feel like we have to let you guys know what we're doing, and it's been hard, but right now we have a couple of tools in our tool belt, some of which you guys know, some of which we haven't shared yet.
Before we suggest a project, we always try it out for a long time. We had one experience where we suggested a project, we fell in love with it without using it long enough, and then we found out the value wasn't there, so we don't use it. But this is the only product that we've ever done that with. Most of the products we suggest you, we've used for 6 months, a year, 2 years before we even give him a chance. Marty, the RV insurance, we put him through hell before we let him have you guys. And now everybody loves them. Anybody that, so if you guys need RV insurance, go to RVOddsquadinsurance.com.
Yep.
And you'll see me and Mercedes on there. You'll meet Marty and the Charlotte team. They had one agent when they started, and now Marty has 5 agents, and they can't keep up with the volume, guys.
Yeah,
a lot of people are getting screwed over on their RV insurance, and Marty's been able to help a lot of them. He's not in all the states yet. We're still trying to get him licensed, but Marty is spearheading an effort for us to build a membership that's really going to truly serve the members and not the people at the top.
Yep.
So that we're all going to benefit. And this is going to be something Mercedes and I will never profit off of.
Exactly. All right, Canada and Mexico. Yes, we definitely want to travel there. We're just not sure how. Like, I'm sorry. I'm completely bilingual. I read and write in Spanish, and I would not want to take my RV into Mexico. Now, I will fly down to the resorts any day of the week. You just tell me when, and I'll have a suitcase packed.
Yeah.
But I would not want to take the RV there. That's not to say it's a bad idea to do it. It's just
go with a lot of people.
I just have certain comfort zones. You know, the whole like crossing the border to get cheap dental work. Like, that's a really bad idea.
And we have friends who've done it.
I love dearly that have done it.
But she won't do it. I do it.
And I speak the language. Like, I'll understand them saying they're going to rob me, and I still won't do it. So I'm sorry. But I love, 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 love Mexico, especially the tourist areas. They are so amazing and beautiful. And the people in Mexico, they will, the most, what's that thing when you give of yourself a lot? Like,
service?
Yeah, service, but the most generous people you will ever meet, kind-hearted people. It's just there's certain areas that are
they're just dangerous.
There's more things happening. So
short answer is no. We're not going into Mexico unless we had 10 or 12 other RVers with us, and maybe we'll plan that trip. But I think we'll go into Canada before that.
Any day of the week.
Yeah, we love going to Mexico.
Yeah.
We
so
swam with whales
there.
off that Yucatan Peninsula.
Both
of us have. It's beautiful.
Yep. But
there's parts that you don't want to go near.
Exactly. But then as far as Canada goes, I don't know about them Canadians. No, I'm kidding. I love my Canadian friends. We have a lot of
Canadian friends
that are in the chat. So
yeah, we're kidding.
I'm heckling Adriana. I'm heckling. But no, seriously.
Hey, Kenwood.
We just don't know exactly how we would like route it, because I don't know anything about the beautiful places in Canada and where to go or what time to go. So we're not there yet. We're still like in baby steps.
Yeah, and I think you're right, Tommy. We're heading up 287, I believe, towards Colorado.
Yep. We're going through Amarillo.
We're going through Amarillo. Yep.
Yep. I'm excited because it's getting hot. So I'm like, we don't need to do I-10. We've done I-10 so many times. We're ready to like do 20. We've done I-10 so much. It's not even funny.
Hey, if you guys can all give this video a thumbs up, it'll help the YouTube algorithm. Send it out to more people. Yeah. Not that we want everyone to know about the things we said on the front end, but we just figured it was time to come on completely clean, because the powers that be, when we're about to,
it's on.
When we're about to do the things we're trying to do, which is to get, save you guys money and start cutting into their pockets. They're going to try to get us with anything they got. And so we figured just completely clean. You guys call us real, and we are.
Yeah.
But we figured we'd tell you the whole story. And so we don't have to live in fear because,
Yep. Some really good comments. Emmett, every country has good places, bad places, unavoidable. Absolutely. Kevin, Mercedes, have you thought about doing a video speaking in Spanish for people who RV? I have, but I don't know the RV jargon in Spanish. So I'd have to learn that. And frankly, I don't know what I would teach. Like, I don't know, what would I teach? The buying, you know?
Probably.
The buying, I could do the
Probably,
buying.
yeah.
Definitely not the poop pipe. Definitely
Yeah.
not like, not how to drive it. Like, there's a lot I could not teach.
Yeah, I'm her chauffeur. I
Yes.
am Mercedes' chauffeur to adventure, freedom, independence, and adventure. I just kind of show her the way.
Yeah, that's it, baby. That's it. And hey, guys, don't forget to put your questions in caps. I'm just scrolling randomly looking for questions in caps. And if I miss your question, just throw it over again, like write it down again. I won't get offended that you asked the same question 3 times because I'm sorry I missed it 3 times, right? We're just trying our best to catch all of the questions.
Yep.
Um,
So we're at 59 minutes.
very
and we're
important to
60
keep your
minutes.
roof clean. John,
Yes, I
clean that
know.
roof. Do
We
it
know.
right now.
We
Okay.
know.
Okay, here's what you do.
Yeah.
Next time it rains, go up there with the scrubber brush.
Yeah, no, I know. I believe me. When I shot the video, I'm like, oh, these guys are gonna think I'm a pig, man. I got to clean my roof, but
Well, it's not like you're supposed to eat off.
it
the
is what
roof.
it is. No, it should be cleaner, and it's
Yeah.
very important when you get a new RV to keep the warranty intact. You got to clean it and treat it the first 6 months. That's in your contract, guys, and I know that.
Yep.
And now they have proof that I didn't do mine, right? But so it's something I want to do. It's just, guys, both of us, we hardly have any time. Most of our time goes to Sage. Each video each week takes about 8 to 12 hours, and the RV Odd Squad takes us close to 15 or 20 between us. Just emails, and we get a dozen offers every single day from these companies that want to sponsor us and send us money, and we tell them, okay, yeah, but we tell the truth, and we don't do sponsorships. Send us a product, and very few actually send us product.
Yeah. Big thank you to Michael for the super chat.
Thanks, Michael.
Sorry about your rig being broken down. I really hope that they can fix it soon because that's rough. And then with the parts and stuff, that's hard,
Yes, we do attend church. It was actually church this morning in this. A lot of Thousand Trails campgrounds have church. They have a Sunday
Well, in
service.
the South.
And we've been, I guess so, yeah, because South Carolina, whatever. But
Yeah.
there's a church. And this morning, unfortunately, there was torrential rains here right when everybody was going over there, and I didn't get to church today. I was hoping to. We were all hoping to, but we didn't get there today.
Yeah. All right. Lots of good questions. Do you think truck campers are safe, having difficulty finding anything for less than $55K? That was
Isn't
your
it-
first RV.
Yeah, that was my first RV. Was a sliding truck camper back in
You're
1985,
sowing oats,
86.
Dave.
It blows my mind how much money they're getting for this stuff now, you guys,
And how heavy they are.
and how heavy they are.
That's
Yeah, so
crazy
it can
to
be
me.
super. They're safe, but you got to put some money into the suspension, some sway bars. There's things you need to do. Because once you put that weight on a truck, even if it's a dually, you're going to have this. You don't want to have this when you're driving down the highway at 55, 60 miles per hour. So good luck with that, Patricia. You may want to look into something used. Even if you buy them new now, they're coming in incomplete. You know how many thousands of RVs are coming in with parts that are missing right now? They can't get the parts. They can't get the pieces. And we've heard that across the board, except for with Forest River. Forest River's done a really good job at, like, the Sandpiper line's the one we know really good. We got friends there that work. They're doing great. They're being able to keep up with it. But sliding campers, I can't believe they're getting $55K for a sliding camper now.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So we need to go. Larry says we need to go to Blue Beacon Truck Wash. We do need to go to the truck wash one time.
That'll be a good video.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'd have to probably prep the back of the truck, right? 'Cause we
Hey,
have a couple
Cecilia.
things at the back. But RV Odd Couple OnlyFans. No. Well, if you know what, for the views, if you want to see some of John, you know what OnlyFans is?
No.
It's kind of like a Patreon, but like a sleazy Patreon where people show like pictures in bikinis and stuff.
Why?
Because they get paid for it. So
Yeah. Well,
so they want an OnlyFans.
For me?
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure.
I'll lose money.
Yeah,
Mercedes would probably do
No,
great on
you'll-
that, but I wouldn't let her do it.
We'll send you pictures of John's feet. OnlyFans. That's what we'll do. That's the only way we do OnlyFans.
Can you pop a link in for the sign up for the New Orleans Get Up?
Yeah, let me do that. Let me do that right now. That's funny. People will be like, "No, I'll pay you not to show me John's feet."
We are so excited, guys. We think we've got about 70 people going to New Orleans. We've only mentioned this in one video, and we're humbled by it. We're humbled by this. And again, it's anywhere from $2,000 to I think $3,100, but it's a really cool place. It's a really high-end Pontchartrain resort, RV resort, beautiful resort.
Gosh.
Everything is included. Passport American Caravans,
Great American Caravans
is putting this thing on, and we just have to show up and play with you guys, which is so cool to us. So cool to us.
Y'all are too cray, Ron Del Rosario. I don't think they like our idea for your OnlyFans foot page.
Yeah, these are the ideas. You have no idea the things that I stop her for doing. Yeah,
you should do this, John.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I have a horrible.
We love to meet everybody. Lori Gallagher, John McClane. We love to meet everybody. It's so much fun. And life is so short.
We'll have more events.
Hey, Peter Doherty. Peter's busy in our MeWe group. How you doing, Peter? He's a flirting, loves the heat.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I can't help myself.
Hey, Mark Malo, thank you. Appreciate that. What is he asking?
Look at Tanya. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Okay, back to Mark. No,
all right, how much are you going to pay me, Tanya?
Oh my gosh. That's yeah. No, she'll pay you not to show her the feet. Okay, sorry, everyone. All right, Mark from
Thunder Bay, Ontario.
Okay, I'm new to your channel. Keep up the good work. Yeah, we definitely want to make it up north.
We can't wait to get to Canada, Mark, and we actually want to go up there for 3 months. Canada is so huge and beautiful. We'd love eventually to get up there, but unfortunately for us, with our daughter's treatment, she's number one. One day we do hope that we'll be able to maybe make enough money where we can actually have somebody with us to teach Seiji. Onboard therapist. We're experimenting with video. What is it called? Telephone video. Video conferencing with therapists. Sometimes that's okay. Sometimes it's not so okay.
Yep.
But obviously, if the doctors told us that life was not good for her, we would stop. We would just stop. It would break our hearts, but we would stop. She's number one. She loves the lifestyle. Sage loves the lifestyle. I cannot wait to get to Canada. I visited St. George's Island, or no, Prince Edward's Island up in Nova Scotia when I was like 12, 13 years old. I remember that trip. Oh, so beautiful. I went up there with the Boy Scouts. It was so beautiful. I mean, it's gorgeous.
Okay, you're going to love this one. Fred, like our I'm blind.
How you doing, Fred? Hey, Fred, you're coming, right?
Yeah, I think he's coming.
Yeah, Fred, you're coming to the Palooza, right? Not the Palooza,
the rally.
The rally. Yeah. Can't wait to see you.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're renting a boat for that whole week, guys.
Ooh, and if there's football, we should include football watching in it.
We'll see.
Well,
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I like football.
Sorry for the blindness, you guys.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see real quick. If you guys have any questions, again, put them in caps. I'm trying my best, but the reality is I kind of have the attention span of a gnat right now. So
thank you, Tanya.
Don't hesitate to repeat your question. I won't get offended.
Do you want to look for some names, and I'll say some other names? I love saying people's names.
Fred's going to be in
Angela H., Mark Mullo, Donald John, Carlos Cap.
Yep. Marty, Amy and I can't wait for the New Orleans Palooza. Yeah.
Mike Alex Sinnis. He comments a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Fred.
Oh my gosh.
Donald John.
John.
What?
John just said something. This is hilarious. Some things you just can't unsee.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
This is hilarious. I think we could really I think this could go places.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Oh, I think it does.
I don't think it does.
Yeah. See, we're opposites. John, where's the donuts?
I am no longer allowed to have donuts in the RV anymore.
Yeah.
Yep. Home on Wheels. I can't do it. She won't let me do it.
Because I eat them all. So.
Yep.
All right. What's the furthest distance you've ever traveled? California to Florida in 5 days.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was dumb.
Well, it was
That
awesome.
was dumb.
Yeah,
Don't
we
do
moved
that.
quickly. heading back from our tour in the GG Mobile. Sage had a great time, but we wanted to get back. We were heading back to Florida to do another 3 months of therapy, Johns Hopkins, you know.
Yep. And then this one, Leslie. Yes, we were not out money on the places that we had to cancel and reschedule.
No, we're good.
So we were very blessed in that.
Yeah, most of our memberships are, most of our where we camp are memberships. Thousand Trails, Encore. We got a RPI membership. We also have a Coast to Coast membership, which we're actually working on a video right now.
Because unfortunately, it's actually a really interesting option right now. Some of the parts.
And just so you guys know, this will blow your mind. We were used to having a lot of Canadians when we loved it in Florida in the wintertime.
Yep.
And because of what happened last year, Canadians weren't in Florida this year, but Florida was packed.
It didn't stop Florida from being
all packed. The Northeasters just flooded down into Florida. Florida's exploding because it's a very friendly state. It loves the Constitution, so it's a great state. A lot of people are moving there. If I'm just telling you right now, the Canadians will be trying to get back, and they're probably already booking for next year, hoping that travel ban will be lifted. If you want to go to Florida next year, book it now. You might not be able to get there for 2 years. So if you want Florida next year, book it now.
It's going to be crazy. All right, we had a lot of comments. Are you going? Have you ever thought of going on a cruise? Absolutely. We just have to figure that out. Oh, and I get seasick, so maybe not.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought of that. We'll see. Thank you, Tanya, for the invite. We appreciate that. Angela, is there a portable Wi-Fi service that you don't have to have your credit run? I think they ran our credit with AT&T and Verizon. I think they ran it with both.
They do. Yep.
So unfortunately, I don't know that there's one that's a no credit.
Not that I know of.
But we use AT&T and Verizon. Oh my goodness.
Amy Carricker?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't, Amy.
Yes, it does. You go, girl. Amy.
Sorry about that whole Marty thing, Amy.
Yeah.
I hope that works out for you.
Amy and Marty. Amy is Marty's better half. So that's why John's being so.
Yeah. God bless her. She has the same problem that Mercedes has with the choice in men.
Yes. Yes. God bless her, indeed. Connor.
Connor Richmond. What's up, kid?
Yeah.
That's my son. Served in the Marines. Thanks, Connor.
Yeah, thank you, Connor.
Don't give me your money.
Yeah, don't give me your money.
I'll see you in a couple weeks. You need that money for that sex change operation, kid. Okay?
Oh, my goodness. Yep. There you go, John. There you go. All right. I just lost my train of thought. So if y'all want to repeat your questions again, because I don't even know what we're doing right now. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry.
I think we're gonna start to wrap it up here, guys.
All right, last call.
Last question.
Last call for
love you, Connor. Love you, Kenzie.
Yeah. Thank you for the super sticker.
See you in a couple weeks, Connor.
Yep. Bye, Kenzie.
Bye, Kenzie.
Bye, Kenzie.
Sage, you want to come say bye?
I think.
Oh, okay, here, let me help you.
She's like, bye, Kenzie.
No, because I'm going baby.
She's on the toilet and she hears us saying hi, Kenzie, and she's like, bye, Kenzie. All right, have we used RPI? Yes, we have, and we like it. It's a really good tool in the tool belt. We got our RPI for free. We did not renew it again because we didn't really use it. Do you hear Sage saying so stinky? Ew, so stinky. John gets dad of the year. All right, John lifted foot up and blood drained from his head. Probably. I mean, he's not exactly flexible. That's not easy. All right. You are being funny. Thank you. Great laugh. Yeah, for a great laugh. Awakened with JP is hilarious. We do watch some of his stuff. I love donuts. John, I think we might have a runaway LM of, I don't know what that means. LM beep. I don't know what that means. Hey, do you think it'll be hard to travel because of vaccines and passing state lines? I don't know.
Let's hope not. I think it's going to depend on the state, guys.
I don't think they can. I don't think a state can say you have to have, because what if you have a medical issue?
Here's what's scary. Just the fact that you put that there, or we said those words, that's what's scary.
Yeah.
I mean, the video might not show. So that's a tough one, guys.
I have no idea. What do you think about Lazy Days? I don't have experience with Lazy Days. We've never even walked on a Lazy Days.
We never share about anything we have no experience with. We can tell you it's a mixed bag.
Some people love it.
Some people love it. Some people hate it, which is most of it.
Yep.
Most RV dealerships.
With multiple AT&T and Verizon services and web boosts, would the connection be reliable enough to work via Zoom daily in most areas?
Depends.
It depends. Basically, if you're closer to a city, you'll probably be in better shape. But most people don't RV to be close to cities, right?
Yeah.
Most people want to be in the middle of nowhere. So generally, you'll be okay. There are coverage maps that you can find.
It looks like you're doing the same thing we do, Houston Dog,
Yeah.
which is we got AT&T, we got Verizon,
Mhm,
we have a Weeboost, we actually have a solid RF,
mhm.
we have multiple antennas,
Mimo.
antennas, and just
And tinfoil.
Anderson antennas. When you get really out in the middle of nowhere, you have to get a directional antenna and get it as high up off the ground as you possibly can. We're actually working on a video for this. There's been only one point in the past 2 years where we had zero service. But it's good that you're doing redundancy, which is AT&T. Usually when AT&T doesn't work, Verizon will, and the opposite. So you got a good start going there. I don't know about running Zoom though.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot of data.
Does your refrigerator stay cold in the Sticks and Bricks house? This one does, but it's not a propane fridge. It's an electric fridge.
Yeah, this is just a residential fridge, guys. We love it. We love it.
What's your absolute favorite place to visit? My favorite place, without a doubt, is Yosemite. That's number one. Second would be any sand dunes. I love sand dunes.
Yeah,
they're
Pismo.
so cool.
Yeah, I'd say Yosemite too. We had a very special experience and that's right when this YouTube channel started to take off, you guys. We also had a kind of a fright there. That's what we did our 911 video when somebody attacks the top, throwing boulders up on the top of the RV in the middle of the night. But we love those birds. We believe that the media coverage of that story, you know, if you guys don't know, we got to Yosemite. We were supposed to be there 2 weeks. A bunch of birds built a nest in the back of our ladder, had eggs, and we couldn't leave until they flew away unless we were looking at a $20,000 fine and 6 months in jail. So it was quite a story. It was quite an experience. We felt doomed in the beginning, but it turned out to be one of the greatest blessings of both of our lives. We would wake up every morning with coffee and look down at that nest, literally this far.
And we could see.
We
the
could
birds.
look right down in. They was just right outside the back window. It was so cool. We got tons of footage of that.
All right. Love you working on more travel. What do you recommend for an inverter generator, single AC? travel
Champion.
trailer?
Yeah, I go Champion.
I love our Champion.
We love our
trailer.
Champion, and I mean you know the deal already. You can spend a ton of money, but the Champion inverter, it's going to run you about 39 decibels. It's pretty quiet considering Yamaha, Honda. Yeah, those are going to run great. They're big money though. So the Champion Dual Fuel 3400, I pair them to get my 50 amps, and we've never had a problem with them. They also run on propane. So,
yeah, the dual fuel is nice because.
And when we bought it, it was $1,100, and now I think they're down about $900. And they also, I think the new one has electric start, which is pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Travis, will you guys be traveling to Charleston, South Carolina this year? Not this year,
Not
but
this
we
year.
definitely
Yeah.
do plan on it. Have you ever been up to Minnesota?
But the first place we'll visit when we're heading in Carolina is going to be Marty and Amy for sure.
But they're in North Carolina.
They're North Carolina. Yeah.
All right. Mark, have you ever been up to Minnesota? No, but I love the way people from Minnesota
Minnesota,
talk. I
soda.
love the way y'all talk.
Man, is that a
So
screwed up
cool.
place right now, huh, Mark?
Yep. All right.
Woo!
Let's see. Bemos. So put your questions in caps. I'm trying my best. What's the weirdest thing that ever happened to y'all in your travels? The weirdest thing that happened. We've had a lot of weird stuff happen. Like it's been
Some weird people, you know. That's usually why we don't give out our location. We get a lot of strange people. It's one of the reasons we like the private social media piece of this, is so we can tell the RV Squad where we're at. But we got to get to know you pretty well before we let you know where we're at.
I'm trying to think.
I'd say the bird thing was pretty interesting.
That was wacko. That was weird.
That was awesome.
Do you have a soft start? Yes, we have two. And
yeah.
I installed one.
You got to have one. If you haven't watched our video from a couple of weeks ago, Mercedes installed the second soft start. Guys, trust us. It's not that much money. I mean, it's almost a must have if you're going to be going into hot places. You guys know what it is like to cool these RVs in the summertime. I mean, the ACs constantly run. And if you, for any reason, can't get 50 amp, 30 amp ran both of our ACs with a soft start. 30 amps did this on our RV. And we can also go down to 15 amps to run one. And that's for mooch stocking at somebody's house. 15, 20 amp will work just fine. So you gotta have a saw start if you want to stay cool.
Amen. All right. Do you ever collaborate with other YouTubers? We're pretty open-minded to that, but
We collaborate with people that we teach.
well, yeah. And yeah. Wife says jump. The only question is how high. Well, there you go. Starlink coming.
Yeah, man. I'm Carlos. I'm in on that. Mercedes and I are on the waiting list for Starlink. It's actually hoping that it comes by the time we get to Colorado. That's the address that I use for the Starlink. You know how you had to give him a zip code? I gave him a Colorado zip code. So, and I'm also hoping to get bundled deals for RV Odd Squad members once they get done with the beta testing on that. These are the things that I want to do as RV Odd Squad members so all of us can benefit from being in a large group together.
All right. I'm trying to think of where do we find your bird nest in Yosemite? We sent it down the river.
We actually released it down the river. Yeah, it was.
Yep.
If you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out.
And we're doing our best to get to all the questions. I would recommend, if we haven't gotten to your question, post your question again instead of telling me that I haven't gotten to the question, because I still can't find the question. And I would really like to answer the question.
Hey, thank you, Nature Girl. God bless you too.
So let's
Nanette
see.
Sar Squish Kai. Well, you look for those and I'll say hi to everybody.
And it
Evelyn
helps
Sunderquist.
It helps if it's in caps.
Hey, Don Ellison, how you doing, buddy? Dwight Hires, where do you find a bird's nest? I think Mercedes got that one. Mr. Mike, Jerry Minchie.
Jerry,
what's up, Jerry? Jerry's been with us from the very beginning. He's working on our book.
And Jerry's actually an author that writes a lot of really good stuff on.
And we're
the
horrible
RV.
clients because we hardly have any time.
No, but he is definitely
He's a good man.
He has a book called RVing on Social Security.
He's got 7 books, Jerry Minchie. Look him up on Amazon, you guys.
And I like his writing style.
I love his writing
style. It's very relatable.
Yep.
And I feel like he's not coming from a place of like, this is the only way to RV, but he just shares his experience that you can really connect with.
Exactly. And he's writing our book. We chose him to write our book.
Yeah. All right. So I'm doing my best. If you guys, all right, ever plan on coming up around Albany, New York? Yeah, we would love to do something. We would love to do something that is around upstate New York. I've only been to New York City, but upstate New York.
Nancy Maxwell.
All right. Hello from England. How exciting.
Yeah, we love it when they're from New England or Ireland. We've got a couple of people representing us in Ireland. We've got some in New Zealand.
I'm going to address this right here.
What?
All right. I just wanted to know if you can accept that I'm not a God person and I have Native American beliefs.
No, God bless you.
Of course. Well, no. Whatever your beliefs is, this is not something that you have to believe as I believe in order to.
No, we don't believe in that. There's only one judge, and we're not it.
We're not it.
And you're not either.
Yeah. So I'm glad you brought this question up. I'm sorry that I missed your question the first time you answered it, but I'm glad you're asking tough questions because.
And we're glad you have a relationship with something bigger than you.
With your creator. Yeah. That's a personal thing for everyone to decide for themselves.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. How do we get in touch with you outside of YouTube? Well, you can send an email, but
please don't.
No, it's just I'm really behind, and
we're thousands behind right now. We can't keep up anymore. But if it's super, super important, we'll get you as soon as we can. We're literally trying. Weeks behind right now on email.
Yep, we're trying our best. I think it's so cool that we have RV Odd Squad members.
Nancy Maxwell.
Yeah, in England. That is so awesome. What is Obliss? What's always okay? We have a program where we teach YouTubers like what we did.
Yeah, we've taught about, I think it's coming up on 80 people have bought our class, and what we do is we share our experience, what we did to grow our YouTube channel, and out of those, the people that bought it, very few actually complete it and then consistently post videos, but those who do are all monetized, guys. They're all doing great. Those are the people that we those are the people that we watch. Those are the people we collaborate now. They're kind of our family, our YouTube family, and we're kind of a support system for them, because if you look at our 6 months pissed, that video was all about reaching out to bigger channels when we took off, because we had questions, and then we watched all their videos, and then we had questions in the comments, and they never responded to us. So at that time, we stuck a stake in the ground and said, we're going to build our own YouTube community so that people coming into YouTube and trying to grow their channel will have the support that we didn't get from the bigs that we supported coming up.
Mhm.
If that makes any sense.
Yep. And so Travis is like, well, Ron, are you guys going through Arkansas anytime? I think we keep passing Arkansas.
We've blown through Arkansas a couple times, but hopefully by next year we'll be able to lay out our schedule.
Yeah.
And set, like I said, we're working on meetups. We're working on what are they called? Rallies, and we're looking on caravans.
Mhm.
We're looking to do some really cool caravanning trips, like between 12 and 20 days, guys. That's just going to be insane.
Yep. All right. And so, Travis, you asked about how do you find out about the classes. I just gave you an opt-in to a free worksheet that we have. And then we have some exciting things. Next week, we actually have a
free
live-
class for everybody.
Yeah, a free class just on our YouTube side of things.
Yeah.
That's like a separate kind of situation.
That's how we supported ourselves in the first year of YouTube.
Mhm.
I mean, I hate beating the same horse, but one of the things that's hard about YouTube is making money when you don't do sponsorships or Patreon.
Mhm.
That's what most people do. We didn't want to do that because they had control over what we said.
Yep. Oh,
So we made a program to teach other YouTubers, and that's how we made money.
Mhm. Counselor Jay, would you please explain how you're a mixed race couple? I am Hispanic and he is white.
I am white and privileged,
But-
baby.
But race, we're all the human race. So that's still, it's
I am privileged, by the way.
yes, you are
I'm a privileged man to be with such a
Lucky
beautiful brown woman.
bastard. I love you. Have you been to every one of the states? I still need 7. I don't even know.
Not quite.
We got rid of we lost our sticker thing.
We had
and
our
I
sticker
never-
thing, and we had 38.
And now I've never
I think we're at 40,
yeah.
but we still want to do the Dakotas,
Mhm.
Michigan, Minnesota, those whole areas there, and then ultimately we'll get over to the blue states up in the Northeast area. Just not looking forward to it.
Mommy.
Oh, okay. What do you want? How do you handle the talkative camper neighbors? You go inside.
We're pretty
No.
busy.
Yeah.
We're pretty busy. So but we love our neighbors.
Yep. All right. What else? Have you been to every one of the states? No. All right. I think we're doing pretty good. How's John's? John's doing better.
John's doing much better. Yeah, John's been getting old sucks. It really
Mhm.
does.
Yep.
But they got all the cancer. It's not malignant type. And so unfortunately I'm gonna live.
Yep. Unfortunately. All right. I think we're doing pretty good. We're going to make sure we have all the links like to the rally and all your questions in the notes below. I've put them in a couple of places, but I have this need. She's like in the fridge by herself. So
No, kids in the fridge.
I know. Yeah. I'm like, this is,
I know, mommy.
all right. Here's
You
the link
hungry?
to the rally.
Well, let's go say goodbye, and then we'll make some dinner. Okay.
All right. Who?
You don't
No.
want to?
Goodbye.
Okay.
Oh, she doesn't want to
All
say goodbye.
What do you want?
All right. Crazy RV Rider. Thank you.
What do you want to eat?
Hey,
want
do a
some salad?
YouTube on the RV Odd Squad
want-
specifics. Okay, we could
Want
do
some
a
tacos?
video just on what's going on with the
Well, we
RV
gotta
Odd
do
Squad.
that
We could
later,
also
but
do
you
a
want some
video
tacos?
on
Want this one?
we could also do a video at the event. So thank you, David. We appreciate the super sticker. We really enjoyed Iowa, traveling through Iowa. We stayed at this place that said that they had the best burgers in all of Iowa, and it was really remote. I just remember it was so cute.
Egg white and
No
Let's
egg whites. not
see.
tonight, okay?
Everyone's saying hi to Sage.
egg white.
Let's see. We have not been to any FMAC convention,
This is mommy.
but we definitely will. Hey, honey.
Mm.
God bless you. Look, there you are. Do you want to say? You want to wave at everyone?
Can you say hi to everybody? Look.
Hi.
Hi. Can you sing?
Here.
Can you sing?
Hi.
Sing in the microphone.
No.
Yeah. All right.
I want to talk.
You want to talk? What do you want to say?
To talk to say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Tell everyone what you're doing. What are you doing?
I'm going to go downstairs.
No, I'm done.
I'm gonna go
yeah.
downstairs. All right. Thank you for the prayers, Dawn.
Yeah. Hey, Larry Freebird. Nope, not yet.
Everyone's saying hi to Sage.
Yeah, she's the star of the show. Hey, Maura Noonan. That's one of my high school friends.
Yeah, I bet the people at your high school think you're kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
her all service, good people, love them.
Ooh, I guess we need to check out Indiana Sand Dunes if we're ever in. Okay, Fred, we'll definitely be doing that. All right, how long was it from the time that you had the idea to full time to the time you actually did it? That was pretty quick. I would say like 6 months, which is probably too quick from inception to.
Amy
Like-
Carricker said hi to
That was probably too fast.
Seiji.
Oh, Seiji.
Hey, Ken P. Thank you for all your support from the very beginning, buddy. Appreciate it.
All right. Will this be posted for later? Yes, this will be posted.
Yeah, this will run on and on and on and on.
Okay, and we're told we got to go back to Nevada. So, ooh, David Patterson, do you ever stay at a KOA? We're going to our first
Going on
KOA
very first.
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
I'm not telling you where though, just in case. No, because we're trying not to tell people our exact location. We're trying to leave a little bit we're trying to leave a little bit to the imagination.
Did we answer this right here?
Yes, I just answered
It
it.
was okay. Cool. Guys, I think that's about it. We got a hungry kid.
Yeah. What are you making?
I hope we like KOA. We just stayed at our very first Yogi Bear campground and
the best.
the best.
I
I mean,
want to go to every yogi.
needs a
campground
lot
in
of
the world.
work. It needs a lot of work, but the people were phenomenal.
The crafts, the activities.
The activities for Sage. There was so many kids here. Sage has had an absolute blast.
Mhm.
So we'd like to hit every Yogi Bear campground we can around the country.
Yeah, so I really hope we like the KOAs because then that would give us two options
Yeah. Yep.
that we'd really like. All right, KOA, very kid friendly. How old are each of you? Well, do you mean like how old? Like
You got to go back and watch the beginning of this video.
his biological age or his like how he acts.
we put it in the front of the video. It's a question that we've got probably most
Yeah.
since we get started is the age difference. And so earlier in this video, we talked about the age difference. So you have to go back and look at it.
Yeah. Awesome. Man, I feel
Yogi
so,
Bear in Angola.
so blessed. Yeah. People are liking the Yogi Bear.
We love Indiana. We can't wait to get. We will be back to Indiana eventually.
Feed that kid. I know. Don't
Oh man, I gotta feed the kid.
no, don't make no mistake. Like this is her second dinner, okay? Like
She had tacos.
She had tacos.
She had burnt tacos.
No, they're not burnt. No.
Yeah, burnt tacos.
No. Stop that. Stop that. You're making me look bad. We're told we both act like we're 25.
Tell that person to say thank you. I didn't burn her toast.
Whoever said reminded us about the dinner, thank you. John is 60 and Mercedes is 25.
Ah!
Yes, that is exactly how old I am. No, that's not. But I do tell Sage that I'm 25, and she thinks it's funny. Do either of you play a musical instrument? No.
I play trumpet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I
I
don't.
played trumpet in high school. I was in a marching band in Plymouth, Massachusetts. Ask Maura Noonan. She'll tell you.
Ask Maura Noonan. She'll tell you. Just the way you said that with the accent was pretty funny. So I guess we need to come to Iowa for the state fair one year. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing.
My daughter went to Iowa State University.
Yeah, so that would be really cool.
My daughter Mackenzie, she went to Iowa State University. I got to visit there a couple times. What a beautiful university.
So crazy 55 rider. Now she's hungry for tacos. I don't use taco seasoning. I make my own, and it's really good.
It's different every time.
Yep.
Every time you have them, it's a little different.
You're getting yourself in trouble. All right. Awesome.
Oh, thanks, Debbie Fish.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Yep. I'll give you guys my recipe. It'll be really it's I make my own seasoning. What do you do about health insurance?
We're working on that.
We're
We
working
actually
on
have
that.
Blue Cross Blue Shield right now, but because our numbers are growing, we might be doing a health share really soon for the RV Odd Squad.
Mhm.
We're working on a whole bunch of stuff, guys. It's just you'd think we could just throw all this together and just throw it out there, but that's not how we do it. We got to check everybody out. We got to check that the companies are good and that these services are going to help all of us. And Mercedes and I aren't getting these services any cheaper than the RV Odd Squad. We're just a part of the RV Odd Squad.
Mhm. John, what do you remember about the Topsfield Fair?
Topsfield Fair.
Have you been to a Topsfield Fair?
I mean,
Obviously, you don't remember.
I may have
much
been
about it.
drinking.
It may have been during the drinking. Sorry. All right. Let's see.
You just missed a good one, didn't you?
The health insurance.
Yeah,
everything expensive.
health insurance is insane.
Mhm.
Yep, since 2006, insane.
Do we have stickers? Yes, we have them for sale on our channel, and we're also working on some.
We're
Stickers.
don't buy stickers yet. Just hang in there. We're designing brand new stickers.
We're doing some exciting
Yep.
things.
We're doing some really cool stuff, you guys.
All right. Have we stayed in federal campgrounds?
Nope.
Nope. All right. John looks good for 70, and Mercedes a rough 20-year-old. Yeah, I'm a rough 20-year-old. I like that. I'm good with that. You look good for 70, baby.
I don't know what that means. BDBITL.
I don't know either.
I don't either.
I don't know.
Kai. Hey, thanks, Kai. Thank you, Emmett Palmer.
Yeah.
We've had two Forest Rivers. We had the Sandpiper, and then this one that we have. This is our second Sandpiper.
All right. Here you go, honey. That's funny.
That's what Mercedes wanted. Was actually we've been in a Class B, we've been in a Class C, we've been in two fifth wheels.
Mhm.
Now the only thing we got to do is to get into a Class A, and we'll have the experience, so we can share about those next.
Yep. All
What
right.
happens at Topsfield stays at Topsfield. More Noonan.
Oh, so Topsfield is
See?
a thing.
See?
Okay, so I think you were there, John. I hate to break it to you, but chances are you were there.
I don't remember anything.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but it sounds like you were there. And it sounds
Thanks,
like,
Maura.
yeah, thank you, Maura. You just ratted him out. Oh my goodness, that's too funny.
And Maura knows. Maura knows.
Does Mercedes have a sister? Sorry, they're like a lot younger than
Yeah, too young.
yeah. But thanks.
Mercedes is the oldest.
Yes, I'm the grown up. All right. I guess there's a
Oh,
Yogi
thanks,
here.
Andy Sams. Really appreciate that. Emmett Palmer.
I hate spell
I
check.
know. Garrett Lewis.
All right. I
Frank
already
Coates.
answered the musical
You
instrument.
said you were from Boston. Yes, but I don't. Topsfield? You mean the Springfield? Is that what you're talking about?
Is it?
Are you talking about the Springfield, the Big E, Frank?
Uh oh. Is are you
Come on,
getting a
Frank.
recollection? That's funny. The oldest. is
Stephanie
always the
Wakeham. Hey,
best.
Stephanie. I'm from Salem, Massachusetts. Hey, cool. I'm from Plymouth, Massachusetts.
I guess we got a lot of.
Did you modify your RV to improve anything better
Yes,
for
a lot of
lots,
things.
lots of modifications?
A lot of things. We should do a whole video on modifications.
Hey, congratulations on the new rig. Arctic Wolf is it's a good build. It's a good build, especially for New Hampshire.
Yep. Look out the window. Someone is backing into your rig. Actually.
Hey, good eye, man.
It's true.
Yeah, Class A just pulled in.
They better not hit us. Could you imagine if they hit our rig?
We got
Can we
proof.
catch it?
We got
Yeah.
proof.
And we have like 700 people watching it. That would be pretty hilarious. I hope they don't hit our rig. though.
Did John ever see a dinosaur?
Well,
yeah,
he
I've
was
seen a
around
dinosaur
then.
too.
He was around.
Kick
then.
their butt.
How do you
Hey,
deal
Bob
with
and Tam's
haters?
Excellent Adventures. Hey, what's up,
Oh,
guys?
Hey, Tam, I owe you a text back. We're not in Florida anymore. I'm the worst. No, Tammy's like a total sweetheart, and she's just like
Aloha.
she's just amazing.
Them-
So you guys should check out their channel.
Tell Peter, that
You
sounds
guys You
great.
should check out your channel.
All right, guys. So I hope I got everybody. Let me
We're
just go.
trying
I'm gonna
to give
you
everyone
talking.
some-
Let me just scroll through this and see.
All right, faith question. How do you balance your faith, family, time, church on the go, family devotions? I think anybody would struggle with that. The difference when you RV full time is that it's harder to get into an ingrained routine because you add travel days in there, and being in a different environment or location, it's easier to break a routine. But thankfully, you can catch a service online, and so you no longer have to physically go into a church. And so, I mean, we will put a lot of podcasts on Sunday. I just run through. I kind of catch up on all of Joel Osteen's
Yeah, we like
podcasts
Joel
on Sunday-
Osteen. Yeah.
on Sunday, kind of. But
We
there's
like a lot of spiritual leaders, but I think the key to it is that, and this is just personal experience for us.
yeah.
Our relationship with God has to be number one, and when it's not,
Otherwise, nothing.
we
works.
both suffer. And so God's got to be first. And this isn't, this is just how we live our lives today.
Yeah.
Our relationship with, when that's number one, we're super grateful and we appreciate everything in our lives. And when we start slipping down the ladder, I make Mercedes first, or I make this first, or I make RVing or YouTube first, then I get in big trouble fast. So I'm an undisciplined person. So I ask God to discipline me every day.
Yep. And a big thank you to Catherine. If you scroll down, Catherine just sent us a laughing chat.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, this one? Oh, thank you,
yep.
Catherine.
Yep. It's a super sticker. It's a dancing pear.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Don't feel bad, John.
I used to play with dinosaurs too.
What's the surprise at the end?
Oh, we already did that. See, I forgot. I'm like, oh, we didn't show you this yet? What is it?
It's a surprise to John. Again. See?
Yeah.
See, John got surprised again. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
This is why the only thing we wish it had was RV Odd Squad, because we would never have done this without you guys. You guys get all the credit in the world for this thing. So, but that's what our name of our channel is, and so that's how they sent it.
And K and K Moss, how do you deal with online haters? The only way to deal with them is to feel bad for them. If you think about the fact that they're giving you so much of their time and energy, and that's the best thing they have to do, then instead of taking it personal, you can have compassion. Because I don't go into a store that I hate and keep going. Like, I leave, right, if I don't like something. And so when you look at somebody that's giving you hatred with compassion, then you realize, like, hurt people, and it's not about you. You're just what they're taking it out on. And it's secretly a blessing because it's made our community stronger and pull in together. And our community is very clear, like, we don't defend ourselves because our community is so protective of us, which I don't, it's humbling. I'm not saying like to do that. I'm just saying, like, it's part of the growth, and I think it's the price to pay for such a cool life that we live. So
yeah, we're so blessed.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Is it possible to full-time in a Class C? I think it is, but I think you have to narrow down your downsize a lot, but I totally think it is.
Yeah, thanks, Mark, for the congratulations, and welcome to the RV Odd Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Buckle up. We tell it how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's wonderful. Sometimes it's not so wonderful.
Sometimes it ain't.
Yeah.
Sometimes it
Is
ain't.
it possible to full time in a? Yeah, we could do it, and we were in a 31-foot Class C, right?
I just answered that question.
Did we show you this yet? Guys, see, I'm not kidding. Getting old really does suck. I mean, I can't remember. All right, that's it. We gotta go.
Oh my gosh, we love you guys.
I gotta take my pill.
Your
We'll
pill?
make sure. Yeah, we'll make sure that this is off this time.
Oh
We'll
my
see you guys in the next
We'll
video.
make
Take
sure
care.
that this is off this time. Gosh, I love you.
Love you too.
You're so funny.